Alright, hello everybody, welcome back, welcome back. I am now ready to deliver module number 2. I came back and I crash landed and it wasn't very spectacular, so I figure what the hey, let's alright, main thrusters on. Oh, this could be 0.16 here. Yeah, there we go. All right. So this module here that we're delivering is the office module. And then the next 4 modules after that are the habitat. So it goes kitchen, and then we have our med bay, and then we have our like where we sleep, and then the laundry facilities will be the final module. All right. Pretty straightforward, these launches. There's not much to it. Yeah, so here we go. Module number 2. Module number 2. The office module. So like I say, I'm just going to land. I'll try and land in the vicinity of where the rest of them are, and I'll just drop this off the side. Because there's 4 more launches that I need to make with these modules. And then I need to bring the airlock, so that's 5. And then potentially that's it. Potentially. Yeah, potentially that's it. Then what I might do is I might reconfigure the truck a little bit. Just change it around a little bit. Though I'm unsure. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. It can sort of stay the way it is. Yeah, module number 2. Module number 2. So in this video, hopefully I'll go there and land, drop the module off without taking too much damage. Hopefully I can repair and return on the same run. That's what I'm trying to do. Return on the same run, and yeah. This will have to change as well. I'll have to redevelop the satellite. These controls here, right? This is all for the satellite, this section here. These 2 here. I think, though, the roll hold and position hold, I think that's the RCS thruster for this ship. But that's what those are all those tests that will be coming up here, basically. I'll be doing once I'm set up on the moon and all that sort of stuff. We have a colony established. The next step after that will be to try and put some satellites in space at certain points. Because, again, I want to be able to be on the ground in Stormworks and turn on a television and see what's happening on the moon. I think that would be awesome. I don't know if I'm going to incorporate radar and anything like that into it. I suppose I could. I'll do that there. Save some fuel. 30,000 feet. And away we go. I wasn't sure if if I'm going to, like I was like, maybe I should just deliver it all and then just record the last one. That's alright, that's alright. Okay, so we'll turn the stabilizer off. And just go to the moon. So should be a little better electrically now. Oh yeah, see it's ticking down a little bit slower. These panels on the wings weren't actually connected this whole time, so I had to change that. And we want to be, I want to be angled like this. Slightly more like that, I guess. Try and get a nice tight trajectory coming around the moon here. So if I had to measure, this would be my X angle. All right, so my X angle is 0.1. Is that right? 0.01. 0.01 and mark XA and then that. There we go. Haha, now in first person mode, I can stay on that trajectory. That's awesome. And we may as well mark our Y and our, oh no, let's try A and ZA. And let's see, what is this? Should be that one. No. Be that one and that one. Is that right? Yeah, there we go. Oh, and then Y is 0.78. 0.78. So something like that. What's going on here? 0.78 and mark Y A. Let's see. That rotation should be that should be right. Should be right. Oh, it's that one there. It's that one there. I'm gonna have to check on that. I don't know why it's not. All right, well let's retry that. B. There we go. B worked. All right, we'll have to see why A is not working. Probably just have it crossed on the inside, or it is working and it's just not overlaying like it is with the X there. All right. Y doesn't really matter too much, or Z doesn't really matter too much. Right now, Z is 3.13. 3.13. There we go. All right, now I can I could stay in the, I could do this in first person mode, in career mode now. I could almost go to the moon in actual career mode. Keep that trajectory. Let's just see where we are in space. Oh yeah. That's a nice tight little trajectory actually. Stay on that. There you go, see? If we move off slightly. That's cool. Now the Y shouldn't change too much until we're on the until we're approaching, right, where we're getting ready to land, to descend onto the moon surface. Oops. Oh yeah, see it's slightly rotating a little bit there. So I can maintain that. 0.01. And it seems like as we get closer to the moon, we are turning. We're turning a little bit on our Z. That could just be my alignment. It should be in alignment with the front of the what's that there, 2.63? 2.63. There we go. So now we just want to be within that range. Oh yeah, and see then the Y popped a little bit. I like that. So now what I need to do is I need to change the colors as well. So there's 4 different colors just so I can tell, right? So how this works is the first Lua script prints the X, Y, and the Z, and that's why they're on top of the color. And then the color gets printed afterwards. Yeah, nice. And then here we are, third person. That's how we look in space. right? If we stay on that Y, it's X. This trajectory here is the critical one. That's keeping us close to the surface here. And Z. You see that if we stay on that rotation. That X rotation. And I should be able to pass. Let's see. And of course, Z is going to move a little bit as we sort of come around, right? But that's cool. That goes to show you how accurate that is. That's really accurate. Yeah. Now we'll just come down this way a little bit more. Start spinning that way. I'll save it here. Moon base build. So now while flying to the moon, that kind of gives us an idea of where of our angles here. 0.43. Probably want to be more like that at this point in time. And then Y, what are we doing? YB? So we can say YA. Mark that. There we go. And now, I sort of have a trajectory. What's our current Z? 2.12. So then we can say Z C, which is that one there. Oh, whoops. Oh no! That was a mistake. I'm so glad it didn't shoot me out there. Whoops. Oh, that sort of messed everything up. Yeah. So then it wasn't that one. I think it was actually that one there. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back. Sort of. Turn this way a little bit more. And this is going to be our Y trajectory. Now, where are we now on Y? 0.03? 0.3, and then I can say Y C, and then that'll be that number there. Is that right? Oops, no, it's not actually. That one there. There we go. and it saves it. I like it. It saves the value in there. That's so cool. So that's our rotation, and that's our rotation. It seems like X so far has been pretty steady. That's pretty good. So we're rotating this way. And same with that, we're rotating this way. So, I mean, if you had like a rocket or a capsule or something that you were sending here and you weren't, say, in a shuttle, you had something else that you were sending, that's a great way to measure our rotations. And what I would do, what I should also do is mark on here at what y, which is basically our height, those rotations occur, and then I would just use that y value to match. So at y whatever, because as I was saying, when you go to the moon, the y stays constant between the Earth and the moon. What changes is the x and the z. Those rotate depending on the map, but the y value doesn't change. So if you're trying to chart a manual trajectory, then it's that y value that is your constant, and then you would say, okay, at y 200,000 rotate x z, you know, at y 300,000 rotate x z. At y 400,000 rotate x y z. And because our x, y, and z is in kilometers from where we are, we can use that to fly anywhere in space. All we have to do is pick a point and say, okay, I want to go 20 kilometers over here, x, y, z. And then we can go over there 20 kilometers, whatever, right? It's neat. So then as you can see, oops. There's the moon. Lovely. And there's our final rotation. Basically that would be our final rotation. Mark D, and then that is our Z, would be 1.78. 1.78. All right, and then we can mark that there. Oh, maybe that didn't. There we go. And our final rotation for Y, because we'll pretty much carry on this basically right until we're ready to rotate to land, is negative 0.70. So we can say negative 0.7. Oops, I want to go back. Back. And then we can say YD. There we go. Something like that. There it is. Now we're starting to move off X a little bit. And I can always change this so it marks even more rotations, you know. Can change it so instead of having to flip a switch, it can automatically at certain points on Y just give us a gauge. So there's many ways moving forward from here to redesign our rotation, our XYZ rotations, and printing it on the screen. Yeah. Sorry. Z. That is super, super handy. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll have one for our trajectory to our, you know, a certain point, and then we start our ascent. So we get to a certain point, we can measure all these rotations to that point, and then we can change it and say, okay, now we have our descent rotation, and then we can chart our descent rotation down, and then that would probably allow me to get a real accurate XYZ, and be able to land on the moon at a certain, you know, at a certain XZ. All right, I'm going to save this here. Yeah, pretty much straight from the moon. It's like we're almost too low. You know, I need to gain some more altitude here before we can come down and before we can descend. That's how it looks now. Of course, by the time I get over there, I'll be plenty. I'll probably be, who knows, 100 kilometers above where we need to descend, or more. Maybe not that much. Maybe 50 kilometers above where we need to descend. And all that is thanks to being able to chart that rotation so I don't move too far out of the zone. And that's the coolest thing ever. And then this here is our artificial horizon, which is based on there's a couple of tilt sensors on the nose. So what I can do is I guess the final part of this is there's a tilt off of the astronomy sensor. So what I should do is I should make a second HUD over here somewheres, just for now, just temporarily, so I can see what our tilt is coming off the astronomy sensor. And maybe that'll be better. That'll keep this a little more accurate. I'm not sure. Right, because right now I'm just measuring the tilt inside the craft, and that's giving me, this is our horizon line here, which is our neutral line. What I also wanted to check out was, I guess, on our descent, I wanted to turn on the RCSs, and then I wanted to see, let's see, because it can roll, right? A and D is our roll. Oh, there must be, there must be a valve somewhere. I'm going to have to... Too many buttons. Holy. Oh, you know what? They're not working because all the valves are shut. That's right. All the valves are shut right now on the RCSs. I swap them over to manual valves. Yeah, see, here we go. Now I'm getting way. I'm just playing around and I'm losing our trajectory. I'm gonna burn extra fuel. Yeah, this thing is just the RCSs are good, but this vehicle is way too heavy for the RCSs to effectively be able to move it around. And I could add more of these RCSs onto it. But then I would need to change the whole air system around, how it works, all that kind of stuff, pressure, blah 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 blah. Which I've never really calibrated it. Like I say, the RCS was just so we could launch into space, and then if I'm launching a satellite, we can slow down our rotation, slow down our velocity, and the RCS just helps us maintain that neutral value on X, Y, and Z, and maintain our zero velocity on X, Y, and Z when we're sitting there in space trying to launch the satellite. Yeah, you see, I'm burning a little more fuel this time around. It's probably my own fault. And of course, we are going to try and land somewhere in there. Way down there. 226 kilometers down there. Now I better save it just in case. Right, so the next module to go after this is going to be the kitchen module. Yeah. Take our time now. I don't have to do anything. It's just kind of slowly doing its thing now. That's neat. Nope, 219 kilometers. Not bad. Not bad for fuel. It's just under 30,000. It'd be more than enough to get back. Yeah. Yeah, now ideally I can drop all these modules off within a kilometer of themselves, and then that way it'll be, it'll take a while to gather them, but I don't have to cross the surface of the. I'm not traveling 30 kilometers just to get a single module. But what I did yesterday, I'm going to try and do sort of something similar in the way that I land again. I'll deploy the legs. I'll deploy these legs here, and I'll see what I can do. It's just they consume, the magnets drain the batteries. I mean, there's only 4 medium batteries in the shuttle as is. So I mean, the overall grid capacity isn't very large, and when you turn the magnets on, they draw from the battery so badly. Um, and then the connectors also draw from the battery. All right. So we're basically rotating 90 degrees on our Z and almost 90 degrees on our Y. But I'm gonna leave it there, and when we touch down on the surface, I want to see what the final rotation turns out to be from where we began. Because that's the planet there. You see how far off the planet we are. All right, here we go. Preparing. For the descent. 30,000 units of fuel. It's good. All right. Oh, going that way. Going that way. Yeah, burning a little bit extra fuel there. Too much. G-forces. $150 kilometers to go. Not bad. All right, we are now preparing our descent. All right. How are we doing for fuel? Slightly less than what I wanted. Considerably less than what I wanted. I guess I was see, I overshot, right? I overshot our height by quite a bit. By quite a bit. So, of course, we have to spend all this extra fuel now coming down. So long as I have 20,000. Hopefully I don't destroy. I save one wing. Hopefully I save one wing. That's the goal, to save one wing on touchdown. All right. $138. Oh, we got 4. Yeah, we're at 460. There's our final rotation. Still too far above to want to drift down. It would take me forever to drift from here. Sure, it can be deceiving. It can sure be deceiving. The trying to get a half decent trajectory here. Now we're moving on our X. Holy moly. Alright, I'm going to save it here, and then I am going to cut the engines here. Well, 3 casualties to rescue on the moon surface. Maybe I'll pick them up on when I go back. We'll see. There are a bunch of missions now waiting for me on the surface of the moon. So that's the other thing. Once I get set up, we'll try and see if we can do some of these, complete these missions on the moon. But we need a base first, right? We have to have a place where we can heal people and collect our things so we can go back to the planet. All right. So from here, that's pretty much anybody's guess where. I think we want to be over there, but I don't know. I mean, it could be over here, it could be over here, right? Where we want to touch down. Could be anybody's guess. Just saunter in, nice and slow. I'll turn this up to 1. Nice. Check our velocity here. Not bad. All the numbers will be positive. It's just negative because that's the way it's reading. The value is negative, so it's giving me that negative number. And I just didn't. I should just multiply it by -1 to make it all positive. But I didn't want to confuse it. I don't know. All that technical mumbo jumbo, right? If it's greater than 0, don't multiply it by -1. If it's less than 0, multiply it by -1. Alright, I could probably save. We'll do one more save here. And that's a pretty safe launch. Touchdown. And then, let's see, put the stabilizer on, and then that way I gotta keep us upright as we descend. I can do stuff like that, and that pushes me backwards. Whoa. I gotta go 50 kilometers that way. Oh, I'm not even on the. It looks like there's a rescue right close to where we want to touch down, so that'll be exciting. I probably saw the equipment. They're like, all right. There's a chance to be in distress. Three casualties. Now I was debating on whether I should I'll see if I can rescue them and bring them back here, and just to see how much money we get for the mission, because I was kind of like, you know, if we only get oh look, you see how the map switched again. If we only get like 2,000 per rescue or 3,000 per person, in my opinion, it doesn't make sense to do the mission because the fuel costs and the risks, and then the amount of money that it takes to deploy all these assets. It's got to be you got to be making a lot more than that, right? 50,000 per rescue maybe. That sounds a little bit better. Because it would only ever be a couple casualties at a time. I can't see there being a tour group on the moon. That would be a funny rescue mission, actually, a tour group on the moon. Oh, looks like we actually got really lucky again, and I might descend really close to where this is working out really well. I've had some luck. These last two launches have had some really good luck. I'm not across the map yet. So, I say, yet. Oh, so the feet. You don't want to deploy the feet until we're a lot closer to the surface. Maybe once you see the surface of the moon render, then you can deploy the feet, because it will start to draw down the battery really quickly. I think you have about 5 minutes or 8 minutes of flight time. It's still quite a bit for a descent. Oh man, we just might come right down right on top. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And the main thruster is sitting at 1. Okay, perfect. Slowly we're descending. Slowly we're descending. Let's see if we can get another gauge on our velocity. Yeah, I say slowly. We've actually sped up now to 473 meters per second from 200 meters per second. Look at that. There's the base right below us. Oh, man, this is perfect. This is actually working out really, really well. We came down over there last time. Alright, so now we can deploy the feet. Yeah, you see the draw down on the battery? All right. Now, I don't know at what point, we're only a few kilometers above the surface, so I don't know at what point should I... Let's see here. We'll turn the stabilizer off. Oh, what happened there? Aha, are you kidding me? That's BS. That's absolute BS. I have to do the descent all over again. Stormworks. I don't know if I'll be able to get a similar trajectory. That was really good. That's Stormworks being Stormworks. There's nothing inside the module that moves. Nothing inside the module that moves. Alright, now I gotta mark our spot again because I had to reload. So I gotta look at the laggy map again. That's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Yeah, there's nothing in the module. There's nothing in here that can move. And it's clamped down. I don't know. Alright, so we're coming down again. We are descending for a second time. Maybe this time we're not gonna. Alright, I'll turn on the stabilizer again, just like I did last time. Alright. We'll descend. There's lots of issues with the moon, let me tell you, lots of issues. Random dying. Like that. Random dying. What was that? Oh, the module's gone. The module it's gone. Too much stuff, maybe? Now, I don't mind when I mess up, but when the game, when the game messes up, that's when it gets frustrating. It's like, well, hey, come on now. What am I doing? Nothing. All right, let's try this. Let's try this descent again. It obviously has something to do with the lateral. Something to do with something. I don't know. Something to do with something. All I did was push the velocity button. See if we're going faster. Yeah, so we're doing 221 meters per second now. And we should start to accelerate into the surface of the moon. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so now I have to mark my spot again. And use this laggy map again. Set waypoint. All right. Just let me descend, please. I might have to save it at a lower stage if it keeps giving me problems. I don't know what's going on. It shouldn't be moving around in there. Let me think if there's anything in there that should be tied down, but is it maybe the legs? The legs is the only thing I can think of. The pistons, right? They could be locked into place maybe. That could be doing it. All right, well let's. I'm gonna try and rotate. I'm gonna try and rotate off of this angle, if that's how this is gonna go. Just come down flat, see if that changes anything. Ooh, there we go. Seem to like that. I'm gonna save that approach. There's all these changes. Every time it flickers like that is when the game decides it's gonna screw up, and then I have to do this again and reset my waypoint every time. Well, I guess we're descending this way. Oh, there we go. Whoa, whoa. Glitches. These glitches. I better save there. We survived a glitch. Let's save it. Every time we survive a glitch in Stormworks, we gotta save the game. It's kind of pathetic. So I use these rear thrusters because they have all the force, right? All the force. And it's enough. That's enough to slow me down. Otherwise, if I come down like this, right, I can't. It's so hard to stop the velocity when you come in flat. I just don't have the thrusting power on the bottom. These are medium thrusters and these are large thrusters on the back. So that's why I like to come down and use the large thrusters because there's enough of them to resist. See, we're doing 446 meters per second, and I mean, you know. So I found the only way to really stop that is by using the big thrusters, and you have to, you know, really like full on thruster for quite a bit to try and balance, you know. But as we saw, the clamps and all that sort of stuff don't really like they don't like the physics. I mean, whatever. I guess I can understand that. There's lateral physics and all that stuff, and when you're applying that speed at 400 meters per second, I mean that's pretty fast, right? So there's a lot of that. But they tested it, right? They tested it all and made sure that it was safe. See, even that isn't enough, right, to slow us down. All right, now I'm going to come down again. There's the surface of the moon. Where are we going now? This way? I'm gonna have all this unwanted lateral movement now. So let's see. Oh, did we make it? Did I make it through that transition point, or did I lose my? Oh, I survived. I survived that. Look, now I have to go 27 kilometers that way. Okay, perfect. And that's what we're gonna do. Let's see. Let's deploy the feet. And I'm gonna save this because we've survived all the another glitch. Or did we? Oh, did I just... What is going on? Well, why isn't that working? Oh, they're probably connecting with themselves. That's why. They're probably magneting to themselves. That's why it's probably taking so much electricity. I was wondering what's going on. Okay, so we actually want to come this way. And this is not bad. This is not bad. This could work. This could work. If we just sail down, right? We just sail down and we touch down at 400 meters per second. Need to go that way a little bit. Get some... It's flat. It's not flat. Like that's flat down there. That would be a good spot to. We are continuing our descent. Continuing our descent. This is going to be a very hard landing. I can already tell. I can already tell. It's going to be a hard landing. But we're committed now. I saved it as approach, so we're committed now. I wonder if we'll touch down. It's looking good. It's looking good. It's just fast. It's looking good. It's fast. So I could do that. We actually want to come in this way here. Okay, let's do that, and then that way. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I don't want to be slightly... Oh no. There's the module right over there. Well, let's see if we'll grab. It didn't grab. All right. Well, we. Yeah. What can I say? Not much, really. Not much. Not much. We're in the area, though. We're in the area, so if it calms down and I rest, then we'll be okay. We're in a good spot. I just not in there, please. Well, that's good. Within a few kilometers of there is absolutely acceptable. All right, yes, and if we land on the wing that's already been damaged, that would be cool as well. Well, I don't have any control over the vehicle at this point in time, so I don't know what's going to happen. We're coming in sideways. We're going to land on the moon, land on the wing, and slam into the... come on, come on. Just go easy. No, we're gonna wreck. I think we're gonna. Yeah, we're gonna wreck hard. It's so. Kind of freaking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Oh, and then I lost one of my tanks. One of my return tanks. Oh. Magnets didn't do much. Okay, anytime you want to stop spinning, and don't rest upside down. Don't rest upside down. Don't rest upside down. Don't rest upside down. We're gonna rest upside down, aren't we? Great. Well, I guess I gotta try that one more time again. So many problems. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Partly Stormworks, partly. I don't know why it kept screwing up every time I wanted to come straight down. But now I got to figure this out because I'm in an awkward position. I got to figure this out. Maybe I should have left the. No, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Gotta do the stupid laggy thing again with the stupid laggy map. Set waypoint there. I'm just gonna do what I normally do. I'm just gonna come down like this. Come down like this, see if I can slow down at all. See if I can slow down at all. We'll see what we can do here. It might just grab, right? It might just grab and then. Like, this is good. This trajectory is good. I guess maybe I shouldn't have sped up there last time. I might have done all right. So deceptive, the approach. So deceptive. You can do it. You can do it, shuttle. You can touch down, no problem. Now we're going sideways a little bit. There's the reactor. I see the reactor over there. Where to touch down. Yeah, right there is where we want to be. Well, it doesn't look like we're going to get there on this. I'm trying everything I can here. Try to slow down a little bit if I can. Oh, this is... I can see where I want to land. Oh, this is not going to end well. No, this is not going to end well. Ugh. Nope. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm going to try one more approach. And then if I just can't land, that's going to have to do it for today's video. What are we at now? Yeah, an hour trying to get in. Trying to land. Kind of ridiculous. What time is it? Holy moly. I don't know why it's being so painful, this one. This is just awful. This was just a painful run, this one. Painful approach. All right, I'm gonna do what I wanted to do in the beginning. I'm gonna do this here. Carry that linear momentum with me. See if this will work. See if I can slow down this way. Oh boy. Like I say, it's not easy. It's frustrating at times. It's not easy because you look down at the surface of the moon and none of it's flat. Okay, maybe inside these craters it's flat, But you know the surface rolls and all that sort of stuff. So it's not easy to just find a spot to touch down. Sometimes we get really lucky, but most times it is like this. Most times. Now see if we can descend. Get lucky on this descent. Well, I'm not gonna hold my breath. Otherwise I'd pass out. Alright, I see where we want to get to. I see the spot. I see the spot. Now, we are descending. I don't know if we're descending fast enough, but we are descending. I just have to slow down the momentum, or else we bounce. The bounce is what kind of gets, you know, the bounce. There we go. There we go. There we go. No, I'm gonna overshoot this one again as well. Trying everything I can. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Come on. Well, that might work. Oh, that did something. That did something. All right, let's see. Like spinning around in circles here. No, I was gonna save it, but then I'm like, what's the point in saving it? Like, what I need to do is tip up. Yeah, what I need to do is tip up now. Whoa, I might have saved this. No, I don't think so. I need to come down now. Oh boy. There we go. There we go. I have no idea how to correct out of that. Let's try something. Let's try something here. If I flip around, wow, if I manage to save this, no. No, I think we're... Well, that wasn't too bad. We stopped. Oh, that is what I was kind of hoping for. Yes, that will do. That will do. Perfect. Wow, I can't believe I saved that. We lost one wing. I don't even care that we lost one wing. I can't believe I saved that. Wow. Alright, we'll just leave it like that for now. Ha! That's hilarious. Like, and there's no damage to the nose cone at all. Just to the feet. Oh wow, that is incredible. Okay, let's see. Let's just do a quick Let me do a quick check here. I did yeah, all that's gonna go anyways. I should be using the airlock. What the airlock will do is it'll suck all the air out into bins there. Alright, so just a little bit of damage there. That's actually kind of the best landing for damage. A little bit of damage there. And I'm gonna guess the wing seems like it's pretty damaged. But if it's just the one wing, there's the base, and then the other module is just over there. Yeah, just this wing is damaged. Wow, that's it. I didn't do any damage anywhere else. That is incredible. All right. Well, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. And this is no. Let's unload. Let's unload module number 2 first. Let's get it onto the moon, and then I'll save it. Let's get it onto the moon. And then what I'll do is I'll repair, go back, and the next video will be module number 3. Wow, that was incredible. That was a lot of work. That was a lot of work. Yeah, the module's here. It seems safe. Alright, landing lights, doors, open that up. Alright, let's get you off of the moon. Or onto the moon. Let's get you off the ship and onto the moon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. There it is. I put ladders on here and stuff too. Let's see. Landing lights. Close that. Awesome. So this module here, this is our office module. As you can see in there. That's got our communications, I guess. Communications. So the next module that I will be delivering will be the kitchen. And then the med bay, and so on and so forth. Excellent, excellent. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Wow, that was a pain in the ass.